So I have chosen these words because difficult words in your mind, you can try this activity. How do I pronounce it? It's glow. Not glow, it's glowing in. There are a lot of other phrases. Now you feel there is no progress. No, there are reasons for that. It's not because I'm a language trainer. Even as a student, whenever I went through turbulent and difficult, disastrous situations, discouragement, or any sort of finished my bachelor's, there were a lot of people who asked me, what are you going to do with this course? Language, just like how you see in films, and then fill the place with tremors during your meeting. That's not going to happen. We all are nearing the end of this year and Christmas is around the corner. This is a very busy season, but still there is no season to learning English or developing any of the skills that you have in your bucket list. Well, I've been training my learners. I'm going to take a winter break, but before that I've completed my responsibilities for the year and I've shared everything through the YouTube channel. You will also be having a lot of plans for the new year. We know that a lot of people are falling sick and there are a lot of emergencies, so you need to be careful. So celebrate with caution, celebrate carefully, not causing pain and trouble to others. Now, today's video is all about these three beautiful words. I'm sure that you will be familiar with the meanings of these words. I'm sorry if the background noise is a bit disturbing. I'm sure that you can hear this video, there's no problem there, but here and there you may get to hear the noise, but it's not going to interfere the clarity of the video. Okay, so welcome to another video on my channel. Thank you for supporting me this far. Now, coming to these three beautiful words, you are familiar. I know beginners also will be familiar. When you get to see words in a book or when you listen to new words, there should be a lot of ways in which you can remember and register the words in your mind. So today I'm going to give you a method in doing so. So we are nearing the end of the year and of course you see stars and light and New Year celebrations plan and schedule is going on everywhere. When you visit a resort or a restaurant or you go to your friend's place, also it's more about what's your plan for Christmas, what's your plan for the new year. Yeah, so it's all lit up. Okay, so the mode of celebration is at hand. Already people have been celebrating for the past 3 months. We had Eid celebrations, we had Diwali, we had all the Navratri festivals. So it's a kind of cycle that's been going on with all the celebrations, and now we have reached this beautiful month, December. So I have chosen these words because it is something that can be connected to the season, it can be connected to the time of the year. Whenever I demonstrate an activity, I would like to use simple words so that you can of course upgrade. So if you have difficult words in your mind, you can try this activity. Now, when you look at the word hope, when you look at the word glow and joy, of course you're filled with some sort of energy. It's not necessary that you're only filled with good feelings. Of course you may have bad experiences in your life that can be associated with these words. It happens, you know, sometimes during festival seasons also people go through hardships. So the activity is, whenever you take these small, very simple, familiar words, not small but familiar words, you can put it in context and sentences. So when you take this word glow, you may also come across other words in your life. Try to first find out the meaning of the word. Of course, glow means the meaning is there. The next is, how do I pronounce it? It's glow. Not glow, it's glow. Glow. Even if you don't have the stylized accent, it's okay. Glow, but not glow. As long as you don't say glow, it's glow. Correct. You know the meaning. Now try to find out if the word can be used as a combination. For example, glowing with, glowing in. There are a lot of other phrases. Now you may not get to see these phrases in dictionaries. In dictionaries, most of the dictionaries, you may have a few phrases, commonly used phrases, but most of the time you get the meaning of the word and a few examples of the word in sentences. Okay, so the dictionary may give you the knowledge that you can use it as an adjective, a noun, and of course when you Google also you will see the different contexts. And there's another word that you can use, glimmering. Glimmering do not have the same meaning as the word glow. It's different. Okay, glow is different. It can be used in different contexts. Glimmering will have a shine. Sparkler, sparkling effect will also be there when it's glimmering. Even if it's not obviously sparkling, something that glimmers will have that off and on effect also, even if it's not just the sparkling effect that's been given. Now when it comes to words like hope also, I hope that, it's not hop, it's hope. There are two words, hope and hop. There are a lot of idioms and phrases with the word hope, glow, and even joy. There are different forms of the same word. Like for example, when you take the word joy, you have joyful. Okay, and glowingly is another form of glow. Then you have the word hope, hoping. Now there are other forms also. I'm not giving you all the forms, but there are different forms of the same word. So when you learn a word, don't think that, oh, this can be only used in the positive context. When it comes to glow, oh wow, it gives you some happiness. It's something that's obvious, glowing worm, glowing in darkness. It is associated with light, but it can have negative associations also. For example, glowing with pride. Of course, it speaks about what is so obvious and apparent. Okay, so try to find out the associations of the word which may not be given by a dictionary. You may have to read and understand the usages. See, that's how you develop your sentences. You find out the combinations, and this doesn't happen in one day. You cannot say that you learn 10 words and that you're done with it. No. Even today, when you look at the simple words, I want everybody to understand that it can be used in different ways, in different forms, combinations, collocations, and such kind of things are there in the English language. So don't ignore any word. Even the simple word it can be used in different ways. So these three words. Now coming to the idea that I want to give you is, after learning the three words, when you look at the combinations also, you may have this question, how do I learn everything in a day? Okay, how do I remember it later? It comes with practice. So practice can be in any form. You listen, then you write something using all the three words, or you speak about it. Now we are in this festival season, and suppose you find three words, and if you have already checked the combinations, if you know some phrases and idioms with it, keep it aside. Try to use all the three words in the same context. Okay, so for example, when it comes to the English language, I want to give you some guidelines. Some of you get fed up very easily. Sometimes you get fed up after maybe 2 months because you feel there is no progress. Now there are reasons for that. Why you don't progress will have definitely a justification. It will have valid reasons, which I've already given through all the other videos. You may not have confidence. You may get stuck while speaking. You may not be able to remember words. Or sometimes you may feel that you know everything, but when you stand in front of a group, nothing is coming out of your mouth. Such kind of problems will be there. And it depends on what you're really going through. Okay, now that is not the point. So you have the word hope. First of all, don't lose hope. Okay, even amidst the difficult times, I have always worked with the English language, not because I'm a language trainer. Even as a student, whenever I went through turbulent and difficult, disastrous situations, discouragement, or any sort of problems, always the English language was there. So sometimes I read it as in the form of scripture, sometimes I teach, sometimes I just read and listen and find joy through the words and beautiful thoughts and quotes put up in the language. Similarly in all the other languages, it's not just English. I'm just speaking about English because we have this discussion here on the language. So have hope. Don't lose hope thinking that oh, what can I do with this language? Some teachers feel that I have learned a lot, or some learners may feel I've taken so many courses, but I don't think I can do anything with the language. Even during the lockdown, even after I finished my bachelor's, there were a lot of people who asked me, what are you going to do with this course? a BA, MA is nothing these days. But after that, I had different plans. Okay, whether you take Master of Philosophy or whether you apply for a doctorate or whether you want to do the research, those are done out of your interest. But generally, people will always look at what you do immediately after your 12th standard. What's the use of going for English? You have to find out what is the use. You have to prove yourself. Okay, now today we have English in the market. It's a trend these days. Tomorrow, even if it dies down, I think you should know where you are going to be placed. It's not about prediction. What can you do with it? Because today's skill is very important. Okay, so have the hope. So even if I'm not able to progress, when you have hope, you will be able to take action. You will not keep complaining saying that I didn't go to an English medium school, or that I was not having the environment. Even now I don't have the environment. I've already done videos on that. So as I told you earlier, even my environment is not favorable to communicate in the English language. Here people communicate in the regional language, in the local language. Okay, but how do I keep up with the language? Okay, how do I keep up with the pace, the updation, and everything is important. That's my interest. Okay, so even if you don't have the exposure, some of you may not have the exposure, some of you may not be able to speak with so many people at a time in a particular month, books are a very good reservoirs and resources. I would call it both reservoir and resource. If you're not interested in reading, you can always have that hope. When you have the hope, it can do magic. That's one thing. The next point is, immediately after having hope, you shouldn't expect to glow. What I'm trying to tell you is, some people enroll for courses. They want instant results. Today also you can see YouTube videos saying the fastest and the best way, the fastest method to learn English. Learn English easily. It's not possible. How can you learn something easily? If you learn it easily, it's going to be temporary. I've told that in many of my videos. That doesn't mean that you have to toil and break your head for 5 hours every day. No, that is not going to be enjoyable. But don't use the shortest method. There are no shortcuts. You can always take the best method, do some work every day, even if it's 5 minutes or 25 minutes or 1 hour. Give that solid time. Give the quality time to yourself for learning. Okay, so don't expect to glow immediately after you're filled with hope. Hope is there, you enroll for a course, then you should be filled with joy. What is this joy? You're finding joy in learning. You're finding joy in practicing. So when you have the hope, you will always focus on the next step. So my solution may not work for everyone. So I may give 10 solutions. If you have the patience, you should listen to all the 10 solutions, and maybe 2 will definitely work for you, because I'm a language trainer. I deal with beginners, I deal with intermediates and advanced learners. Okay, so don't expect to glow immediately and to shine and to use bombastic language, just like how you see in films, and then fill the place with tremors during your meeting. That's not going to happen. You have to show how you can use the language with presence of mind. Okay, it's not about showcasing. Some people learn English only to showcase that they are better or they are senior. So people create all these ideas. The language itself will not promote itself saying, see, I'm superior. No. Okay, so glowing will come gradually. You may glow within 1 month because of all the hard work that you have been putting in. Definitely you will glow someday because you have got that hope. That is possible. The next step, you have the joy. When you have the joy, you will explore. When you explore, you will have the experience. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Exploring, experiencing methods, finding different people, speaking, and finding out the best method. Now about the methods also, I've done different videos. The third one is glow. Hope, joy, glow. So glowing should come subconsciously. You shouldn't think, okay, tomorrow I'm going to show my friends how I'm going to glow. Let me just speak some English words or put English in some sentences and let me fascinate them, let me motivate them. And some people may also go to the extent of saying, I'm just going to give them a shock with my English. It could be shocking in a different way, in a negative way. Okay, so glowing comes gradually. It should be a subconscious effort, where your intention is not to motivate or influence people. It happens gradually and automatically. If somebody gets inspired, if somebody gets influenced, good. But what should you be doing? You should be following your passion. Somebody getting influenced, somebody learning from you is totally a different step. It's secondary. In the sense, if they feel, they will come to you. If they feel that you're the right person, they will come to you. Otherwise, they will not. And it's okay if they don't come. Okay, you must have seen a lot of people speaking about the books they read, speaking about a lot of other aspects of the English language without being trainers. That's because they are following their passion. So follow your passion, update yourself, do not give up hope, okay, and then do things with a lot of joy. You should have the joy to help others. Now, you must have seen people during your college and school days, rank holders, people who are bright. I had a couple of them during my college days. There was a girl who was a rank holder, okay, but she never found joy in helping others. Helping others doesn't mean being generous and always doing others' work. Now, don't get confused. Some people will do their work, and when they have time, they will help others. It's like you should help yourself first and then help others, right? When you go, when you travel by air also, they will first ask you to wear the oxygen mask and then help others. Similarly, when it comes to learning also, I'm not asking the bright students or smart students. I'm not speaking about gold medalists alone. We are not in that era now. But bright students can always offer help, can be helpful in every walk of the life. If there is a genuine and sincere approach from one of your colleagues or friends, you should help the person instead of being stubborn. So I had a person in my batch, not in my class, who used to be very snobbish. She used to always be very proud about what she has been doing, because this was being encouraged by the professors and the teachers. The teachers and the professors used to always say, oh, there is nobody beyond her. So one day what happened, ultimately she became so overconfident that she had to think. She had to revisit all that she had been doing in her life. Take a step back. Taking a step back doesn't mean you failed. To reflect. She reflected on herself, and then she became a beautiful person as an individual also. What is the use of having qualification and certification without being a proper human being? Yes, when you lead a school also, if you're going to be filled with arrogance and rigidity, and if you're just going to be bothered about what you have been doing, where will the growth of that organization come when you don't allow ideas to flow in, when you don't collaborate? You don't have to compare yourself with others. Comparison is different. And always doing others' work is also different. I think that's stupidity. It's not even helping. So within the boundaries, within your limit, you can always help people. Understand the urgency, prioritize the need and help people. It's good. You're filled with joy. And after that, you will glow. Even if you don't get a chance to help, opportunities will come in. So when you glow, when you're filled with joy, the other person is also filled with joy. So it's like you share that light, you share the enlightenment. If you keep everything to yourself, then what is the use? In this context, make sure that you have hope. After that, you can of course be filled with joy through your actions and deeds, and ultimately glow. So have a beautiful Christmas and wish you all the best in the upcoming new year. Bye-bye.